This program is about paranormal mysteries. Some of the themes may not be suitable for younger audiences. Parental discretion is advised. Whenever possible, actual news clips and eyewitness accounts are used. The opinions expressed and comments of viewers are for educational and entertainment purposes only. No offense is intended. Proceed at your own risk.
Alright. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining me for another new live stream. The PacLives Paranormal channel is almost 20 years old, and we featured thousands of stories with over 1,000 video uploads and live streams on YouTube alone. So we're bound to make a mistake now and then. Tonight I'd like to take a look at some paranormal files featured on this channel that were later found out to be flat-out hoaxes or met other criteria that may have led to them being discredited. The lack of any, i.e., the lack of any proof with no avenues of future validation of proof. In these instances, instead of deleting the video or pretending it never happened, like some have been said to do, I prefer to make a new upload or live stream explaining my side of things and to try to fix any errors or misunderstandings while keeping the old uploads on the channel so that you can watch them and be the judge. Did I go too hard on someone? You can be the judge. That's why I try to keep the original uploads up, but they are sometimes taken down by people reporting them or flagging them. In regards to the subjects tonight, at least two of the parties named here tried to get this channel taken down with multiple false reports. One of the named parties refused a polygraph test and refused to be interviewed by me. I think because he knew I wasn't gonna ask him any soft questions. Anyway, moving on. Tonight, I'll explain who the person is and show a video clip about the whole situation we're talking about. Before taking a few comments, as always, thank you so much for taking this journey with me. With a lot of respect and humility, let's begin. Alright, so that was that. Okay, number one. And regards to proof and truth and stuff, that was in regards to, like, so-called whistleblowers or anyone out here. I'm going to be talking about YouTube creators. The number one actually is a guy, I don't know him, but I think he goes by Magbam Truth. I found a couple channels on him. The first one was Magbiter Truth Official. So yeah, shout out to him. Excuse me. That's the first channel I found. It's called Magbiter Truth Official, and it's got almost 900 subscribers. Excuse me, guys. Oh my goodness, I got burping all over. All right. Anyways, this is another one, Mag Truth here, and I guess we hear tell that Mag got deleted from a few times. So we're sorry to hear that. But anyways, I just want to let you guys get an idea of who the fella is. He's a YouTube creator, and it seems like he's pretty good at getting subscribers and views. So shout out to Mag Truth Bam. We'll take pointers here at the PacLives channel. Anyways, guys, that's the fella right there. And one night we were live streaming, and somebody came in, and I shit you not, their screen name was Magbam Truth, I believe so. And they came in, and they were talking really reckless and just very disrespectful. So the only time I'd heard of Magbam Truth was someone had mentioned mentioned him before on the channel, said he was a creator, and that I should check him out. So I never got a chance to check him out, but I was aware of him. And so this person comes in, and their name is, Magbam Truth or whatever, what have you. And I completely, just start talking about why, he's hating, he doesn't like me. I don't know what I said, but long story short, we had a couple people on the channel that investigated it and behind the scenes, and they found out someone got a hold of Magbam Truth. I think he made a video about us, about PacLives. Anyways, I said we a lot in that because a lot of viewers help me with video ideas, but that's neither here nor there. Anyways, the Magbam Truth guy, I think he made a video about it, but we come to find out that the person who came to the channel and was harassing me and the mods and other people in chat was not the real Magbam. He didn't even know anything about it. So I can only imagine what he said in the video. Probably not very flattering things to your boy PacLives. But that's completely his right. I was, I thought it was another YouTube creator who come in here and was talking whatever, and I was completely off base, because when we found out, it wasn't. It was just a troll. It was an anonymous troll, of course. So I made a live stream a day or two, or maybe the next day, and I just took a few minutes out, and I said I wanted to apologize to Magbam Truth for that, because I was trolled, and I thought it was him, and I was all, it was funny because when the whole thing started, the guy pretending to be him was talking all crazy, and then, but come to look back at it, I was just like, I overreacted, so it's just ironic, ironical. Anyways, if Magbam Truth sees this, let him know that I apologize, sincerely from the bottom of my heart. I'm really sorry they keep deleting you, man. Your channels. It sounds like Mag Bam Truth is a meant to be a creator. He loves creating. It looks like, I don't know. He gets a lot of views and subscribers, it seems. So, anyways, that's number one. I was way off base on that one. So, like I said, if there's anything I could do to make that up to Mag Bam Truth, I would. But I don't think there is. I think he hates your boy. Okay. So, anyways, thank you guys for being here. I appreciate anybody and everybody who stops by, comes through. So that's number one, guys. All right, moving on. The next one is a guy who, you guys as a viewer, as a content creator, you guys know there's recommended videos in your recommendeds all the time. There's all you never know what kind of video you're going to come across. So one day it was in my recommendeds. There was some guy, and he claimed he was from another dimension, and he talked about, certain technologies that they had in this dimension that he remembers, or something to that effect. And I found it super interesting. And, anybody who makes a video and they're like, I think this or that, and he said he was a truth teller and stuff, just trying to get information. So I made a video about him and put it on the channel. I don't know, did it get a couple thousand views or something? I don't know how many views it got, but I thought, he'd be happy because I shared a story, right? But I think it was Tracy, beautiful Tracy Cordova, who came in and told me, reported that the dude who claimed he was from another dimension was on some, Instagram or something website complaining about me, mad at me, because he said people were making fun of him. Okay. So you guys got to realize that anyone out here worth their salt or that were in any kind of secret programs, okay, if someone shares your story to try to give, all we're looking for is answers. Maybe if this kid, was from another dimension, he remembers all this stuff, there could be another one. There could be 10 more who have that same kind of experiences. Maybe they were in some kind of secret program. Maybe they don't have anyone to talk to. They don't have anyone they can identify with, That's why I did it, because there's a lot of quirky things a lot of people can't, comprehend. But if you hear someone talking about it or living through it, it makes it way easier for you to deal with. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to impress upon you guys, the great viewers out there, that it was coming. I thought in my heart it was coming from the right place, because I was just trying to get this dude's story out. But like I heard from a couple viewers, like I said, Tracy, and I think maybe someone else might have mentioned it, but he was mad at me. So that just goes to tell you that he doesn't want to, he was getting embarrassed when people found out a story or whatever, which I don't know who heard the story or what the deal is. With that is, I feel bad for the guy, but, it's not my fault. You put your whole, self out there. That's the thing, is when people put themselves out there on the internet, other people come along and they're like, they can at least respect you. They're like, wow, well, he put himself out there. The dude put himself out there. I made a video about it. He got however many views, and he was mad at me. Long story short, the dude, I think he tried to hack my YouTube. He couldn't. YouTube sent me a report telling me who was trying to hack me. It was weird. The dude claims to be American, but it said like Bangladesh or something. Weird stuff. But so I wasn't, like worried or nothing. I was just like, oh man, God bless YouTube for their security features. Their, what is it, double authentication, whatever they call it. So next thing I know, my Twitter gets hacked and deleted by this guy. So we're going to watch this video, and you guys let me know what you think. This is the video that the dude tried to hack me and get me, delete all my channels and everything. He's so mad. But I just want to let you guys know that I thought, this dude might have been in the secret programs. If you don't know, somehow people from those alleged programs allegedly are able to find each other out in the civvy world somehow. It's a long story, but that's just a rumor, so I think like when me and Ogtelli's, hooked up and started talking online or whatever it was, I felt like it was meant to be, like we had kind of been through maybe the same similar things. Who knows? But this is the video that the guy hates my guts for. And I'll probably hide the video or take it off the channel after this, to be honest with you, because uh, all these videos maybe, because we're just, one thing I learned on the YouTube thing is the one thing that doesn't help your channel ever is making a bunch of enemies and starting a bunch of drama. If you cover the drama, people like that, but they don't like you when you're, because, they'll see, like, I had a video when I first started, it was years ago, and it had my little baby girl, my daughter, who was like 5 or 7 or something years old in it, and it was called Baby Ghost in the Kitchen. And you see that video, and you see that we're just playing around, and I'm loving and being loving and stuff with my daughter, trying to be as loving as I can be. You have a certain image of me in your head, and bless your heart. And I want to thank you for finding my channel and giving this poor Oklahoma kid a chance. So when you see me, Donald Marshall talking, maybe you didn't see it, but he had said certain things, or other people said certain things. I know that dude from another dimension kept trolling me, and I didn't even know it. I think I was like blaming it on Donald Marshall. But and I flip out, and I'm like, "Well, I'll come see you. I'll come to your house," and say whatever I said. It kind of paints another, an image of me, and you're like, "Well, I used to like him, but So I totally understand. I respect your feelings, and I want to let you know that I apologize for making you feel that way, because you know, like I said, that's not a good move on the old YouTube front. So that's just being real with you guys. Anyways, let's check this video out. Man from Another Dimension video. This is the one that Tracy was telling me. The dude, he hates my guts now, and he wants. He tried to get. I think he tried to get the channel deleted. So, you guys, let me know what you think.
What's up, humans? My name is Reeve Kalel. Some of you already know me or have at least heard my name before, but nobody really knows my story. You see, I'm not from here, from this planet. I mean, I'm from Earth, but a different one, I guess. I don't know, it still doesn't make any sense to me. All I know is that 7 years ago, something happened to me, something that moved me into a different timeline, a different version of reality. I was born Reeve Kalel to parents Joshua and Lana Kalel on March 3rd, 479. But it wasn't that far in the past. We just operated on a Copernicus calendar and not the Gregorian one that you use now. I'm actually pretty sure it was further ahead in the future, because we had things like 9/11. Like 9/11 happened in my timeline, but it was like 10 years before I was born. And it was just something that we always talked about as one of the key factors that led to our downfall. And it was a downfall. For most of my time growing up, America was in a complete state of chaos. When I was 8, we bombed Torad, and Russia and Europe and Eastern Asia responded by joining forces and convincing the Middle Eastern countries to ban the petrodollar. And that sent us into a tailspin, depression. Food was scarce, violence was rampant, and there were plagues that killed off millions of people, but there were no money for vaccines. It was rough, man. When I was 14, I lost both of my parents in a nuclear attack on Washington, D.C. Ironically enough, my life was spared because a week prior I had run away from home to go do drugs with my friends in Santa Fe. Even though I never got along with my parents because they worked with the feds and were hella close-minded, that still eats at me, But after the nuke, there was no government left to control anyone. And so we slipped into a state of anarchy. Santa Fe kind of became like the mecca of darkness. I made my way by hacking into abandoned bank accounts and selling these drugs called dreamer pills, which people treated like limitless pills, but essentially it was just some combination of LSD and Adderall. And it might not sound like an appealing life to you, but I was content. I was free. And then on December 21st, 498, there was an event It's the only way I can explain it. It was like time froze. The earth stood still. Everyone around me stood motionless. And there was no sound, no wind, but I could still move. I was the only one that was still moving. And I looked up into the sky, and the clouds were moving thousands of miles an hour, and there was this aurora borealis over the whole horizon. And the next thing I knew, I was opening my eyes here, in the same body, but with a different name. Here I was Jacob, and I had parents that cared about me, and America wasn't in a state of ruin. I had no idea what had happened or how to tell anyone what I had just gone through, and so I didn't. I just kept it to myself, and I grew this urge to make music, which I had never done before in my life. So I tried it. I tried making songs about what I thought was important. And in those songs, I tried to put warnings of certain parallels that I saw in this dimension that ultimately had led to the destruction of mine. But nobody cared. And I went on this journey that led me to the Black Hills in the Dakotas, and to the Golden Temple in India, and to the streets of Flint, Michigan. And I never found the answers I was looking for. And so that leads me here. I've decided to make this vlog to document my acclimation process in this dimension. Primarily just to say some of these things out loud and to make peace with it in myself, but also I feel like someone might find it interesting or entertaining. I've also decided I'm gonna remake some of my favorite songs from my home dimension, mostly just because I miss hearing them. And I know what you're probably thinking right now. You're like, damn, Reeve needs to lay off the drugs. And it's cool. I'm not expecting you to believe me. I know how ridiculous I sound. But if you can, just try to imagine the world that I describe to you. Try to visualize the pictures I paint. Because I have this strange feeling that if I can get enough people to see the image, I can create a window back home. And even if not, it'll just help me feel less homesick. Nobody really knows my story. You see, I'm not from here, from this planet. I mean, I'm from Earth, but a different one, I guess. I don't know, it still doesn't make any sense to me.
All right, guys. So, what do you think? Was that video of mine that I made worth the dude trying to destroy my whole livelihood? You be the judge. Okay. Thank you so much for checking that out, though, fella. That's what I'm gonna call you, fella. Anyways, moving on. Let's move on to the next stories, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so the next one is a fella named Donald Marshall. And he is a alleged celebrity cloning whistleblower, I guess you call him. So I made videos about this guy. As you can tell, like we said, covered thousands of stories on the channel. But I covered him, and we started live streaming. Dang, that heat came on. It's all loud, and I got to start yelling. We covered him. I covered him, and he was like that Rev Kalel guy and other people. If I've covered you and you come into the channel, or you come into one of my live streams, I'm going to be A, super honored, and then B, I'm going to be like, oh man, asking you all kind of questions like a little kid. It doesn't matter who you are, okay? I mean, I dig my work, and my work used to be, is, investigating stories like that, people like that. And so anyways, one day, this Donald Marshall fellow, he comes into my live stream. Actually, he came into my very first live stream. Uh, he came into about 50 to 100 of them. Anyways, one day he came in and said he was mad at me, and he never said why. He just said he was mad at me. I think he said something about something about me. There's something about him. Anyways, it's crazy, but we kept going, and we're trying to give you guys information and stuff. But this dude, along with Reeve Kalel and anyone else, you'll see. I think the last survivor too, did everything in their power to try to destroy the channel, get it taken down, and hurt us. They actually, I don't know if it was a troll farm, one of Donald Marshall's 50 altar accounts. But there was a lot of people. Like, I think it was over 20. I thought it was around 100, and they were all fake accounts, and they were at Team YouTube, at YouTube creators, whatever it was, and they were reporting the PacLives channel, and so they were like, he hurt my feelings. He's being racist, even though I'm part white. And I was in live streams like saying, the white boy saying whatever I said, which was completely jokes. And then YouTube saw it, was like, wow, this Mexican guy is racist. And I'm not Mexican, no offense to anyone out there. I'm Native American. So it's all a kerfuffle that I feel like I was drug into. And if you don't know the whole backstory about the Donald Marshall thing, he got mad at me. So we started this, we started having this beef. He docked, and I'm going to try to be 100% transparent with you guys. I effed up. I made some mistakes. I'm not out here like, I was just a saint. And they were coming at me like, the truth. Here's from my point of view. The dude got mad at me, and he said he didn't like me for whatever reason. So we had live streams, and literally behind the scenes, people were private messaging me, and even in the chats, live streams we were trying to move on without him after he got mad at me. People were asking, "What's up with him? What's he doing? Yeah, I saw he was in here the other day. Can he come? Does he come in anymore? Hey, So I was like, well, I can, and I would tag him and try to get him in here. He would never come in anymore, He was like, I guess he's mad at me or whatever. And it was upsetting, because I guess I hurt his feelings or whatever, and I never try to do that, I was looking for the truth. So, and there's a lot of people who got hurt. So, long story short, they sent a troll farm at me on Twitter, and you guys know, if you tweet at Team YouTube enough times, they'll just crumble. Literally, how many people have got demonetized or deleted because people were whining on Twitter? So let's hope Twitter gets taken down, and it looks like Elon Musk is, bound and determined. He's content with taking Twitter down. But, so he got us demonetized. We've been shadow banned, We're lucky if we get 50 views, We're lucky if we get 50 people to check, our things out. So that's why we get 100, 200, sometimes 500. Sometimes crazy, they forget about shadow banning us. We get a couple thousand. So it's, I just remember how good we used to have it. I was silly. I'm a human person. And I just thought that we would get 15,000 views every video, easy. Our limit was like over 1 million, So I was like, okay, low. Anyways, that's just analytic stuff you shouldn't worry about. You should just do stuff because you love it, or like I said, we're trying to look for the truth, or do something for the public good. That's why you should do stuff, man, because you'll always have backers, But if you do stuff for the wrong reasons, you're like, oh, the sweet YouTube money, then it won't work out. But anyways, back to the whole disinfo thing. My part, the dude, yeah, him and his troll, Donald Marshall and his troll farm, got the channel demonetized, shadow banned, what else? But there was a lady named Joanne, who she was like, I guess, a friend of the channel. And one day, Donald Marshall's friend, I think Plymouth, what's his name? Plymouth Murphy? Plymouth Murray, whatever his name is. He used to have a channel on YouTube that was Donald Marshall's big buddy. And I think it was him. Was it him? I don't know. But somebody shared a video one day. I thought it was Plymouth, and it said in the video, "We got Joanne, who Joanne, like I said, was a friend of the channel at the time. We got Joanne fired from her job, and we got her kid taken away from her." So I didn't believe that. I was just like, okay, well, they're just blustering to try to, because the main reason I didn't believe it was because I was like, really, dude, you would really try to hurt someone in real life that bad? Just because your Fifi's got hurt in a live stream. I didn't believe it. And then later on, like a couple day later, maybe the same day, a couple hours later, sometime later, after I saw that video, I remember I was devastated because Joanne, who was a friend of the channel at the time, told me, she confirmed. She said, yeah, I was fired today. It was my third strike. And then I said, well, they're saying, yeah, they got you fired. And I said, they said they got your they got your kid taken away from you. And she was like, uh, well, my kid's with my dad. I did lose, my daughter's not with me, or whatever it was. Was it her granddaughter? I don't know what it was. I thought it was her daughter. Uh, but she confirmed that she didn't have the kid anymore. And I was so heartbroken because, this stupid YouTube beef is not worth, not worth that, anything like that, hurting anybody like that in real life. So I still, even though Joanne went on to a little while later to make videos where she cursed me, called me every name in the book, I still feel bad for the lady. I wish her nothing but the best. It's so sad. But on their side, uh, and then Patty quit YouTube. She was a sweet old lady who helped the channel. They drug her, ran her off. They used to tell her that they were going to R-word her. They were going to come break into her house and R-word her and M-word her. This is a sweet old lady helped the channel. So, when she quit the internet or whatever, because I haven't heard from her in a while, I felt super bad. But, it's just the internet. I really felt really bad for Joanne. That was real life. So that was our side. A lot of people turned their back on the channel after Donald Marshall started talking bad about me. They were like, it seemed like they were, more than willing to believe what he had to say about me, and that's sad, that's unfortunate, but I know what I am, so anything they say or make up about me is not going to hurt me. But so that was our side. On their side, I heard that Plymouth Fury's channel got deleted. He kept trying to be monetized. They wouldn't monetize him. He would go on like rants about it, which is frustrating. I'm with him on that. It's very frustrating. But his channel got deleted, sadly, and I'm not wishing for that. The dude was a creator. I mean, some of his videos were actually kind of good. Most of them weren't, but his channel got deleted, and then Donald Marshall came in here under a fake alias and told us that he moved away from where he lived. So I guess he was out of fear, but I just laughed because I was like, dude, really? What do you think? I'm gonna move because because of this YouTube drama? No, bro, no, never in 100 years, million years, if I can help it. But it made sense later because that was just right after the beef. Later on, someone showed me a screenshot of Donald Marshall was on Facebook, or someone was on Facebook on the Donald Marshall account, and they were saying how Donald Marshall's been thrown in jail and that they need to raise, like, what was it, $172 or something to get him out. And they didn't have no way to do it, so they needed, people to help. I heard a couple days later they raised it and he was out. But the whole story behind that is that I'm going to give you guys 100% of the truth. Because people try to blame it on me, in a couple live streams just to get under Donald Marshall's skin. I was joking, like, yeah, I was behind that, but now, there's no validity. It's just a joke. We heard that Donald Marshall, some guy was talking, shit to him, and Donald Marshall went back at him, but Donald Marshall was alleged, well, I mean, go look at the police report. He was drunk at the time, and they both started fighting, and rumor has it Donald Marshall got beat up pretty good, and when the cops came, they threw them both in jail. So that's why Donald Marshall, someone, Plymouth Fury or whoever's on his account, was asking right after he got thrown in, was asking like, please donate and help us get him out of jail. So, like I said, we joked about it, but I would never, do anything like that. That's to me is karma. But so later on, like months later, when he came in, Donald Marshall came in under a fake account after he got out of jail. He was talking about he because somebody said something about we know where you live, Donald Marshall, or something in the chat. I don't know. I don't know why he brought it up. To be honest with you, I'm assuming someone said something about but where he lived or something. But anyways, the Donald Marshall sock account, the anonymous account, which was him, we're pretty sure. He said, he said, I don't live there anymore. I moved. You don't know where I live, or something like that. And so I felt super bad, dude. Okay, it should have never got to the point where Donald Marshall is so scared he's moving where he lived. Okay, completely getting up and changing that's effed up. Okay, and I regret anything having to do with anything. I apologize, whatever I can do to make that right. But the thing I'm really, like I said, I'm really tripping on is that they had stuff happen. Plymouth lost his channel. Donald Marshall got beat up and thrown in jail, and then he felt like he had to move, I guess. So that's sad, dude. But the real loser is, I mean, not loser, but the real person who should be getting the sympathy is Joanne. Okay. All right. I don't care what you said on YouTube. She wasn't being like anti-Semitic or racist or nothing. She was just saying stuff that Donald Marshall and Plymouth Fury and other people on their side didn't like. You know, so they went out of their way and hurt, tried to hurt her and it's so sad, guys. Why would anyone do that? I mean, is your ego that fragile? That some lady you don't even know, you never even met, uh, is just saying stuff maybe you don't like. Maybe it is kind of reckless or something. But that's America, man. You should let her say what she says, and that's just the great thing is. Most of the time, it doesn't. Nowadays the world's turned upside down. But most of the time, back in the day, I remember they would let people who had no proof and were just pretty much, you could tell they were kind of a little touched. They would let them talk and talk and talk, say whatever they wanted, because the more they talked, the more they excuse me, they made themselves look bad. They would contradict themselves and other stuff. So that's why when someone won't give you an interview or talk to you or whatever it is, and they're alleging they're a truth teller, that's why that makes them sus as H. But okay, let's see where Streamlabs. All right, is Streamlabs not on? No. Where's the chat at? Where's the chat, guys? I don't know where the chat's at. Okay. Anyways, I guess chat's turned off. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what the heck that's about. Okay. Should be on. Okay, maybe no one said anything. That's why it's not on. Who knows? But, alright, guys. This is a video I made about the whole situation. And it's called Everybody Hates Donald Marshall. Question mark. I don't want you to be like I was like, everybody hate. No, I was like, does everybody hate Donald Marshall? But and this is before he came into the live stream and was being racist and lying to all the great viewers out there. So if you're wondering why I went so hard at him, it's because there are people who don't have the words, the vocabulary, the mental acuity, the knowledge, who feel the same way I feel, that know that dude's something's not right with that dude. Okay, but they can't express it. That's why. Okay, so no disrespect to any of the viewers. You guys are the reason we're still here, of course. Check this video out called Everybody Hates Donald Marshall, question mark. And you be the judge. You let me know what you think, okay? We'll be right back. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, I'll come in and chat. It looks like I got to come into the stream. I don't know if anybody commented. Thank you so much. It's super late, but I love you guys so much, and I appreciate you checking this one out. Alrighty. Okay, which one was this? Okay, the next one is another person, company that tried to get the old channel taken down with false false claims, whatever they were. So hold on, let me turn this on. Okay, so Javier, aka the Last Survivor on TikTok, he was a guy who claimed he woke up one day in a hospital or something, and there was no people. He was in a whole nother dimension. And then I remember a program years like 2014 or 15 that they had that literally in live video feeds. It was a program back then that it would delete people, erase people in real time. But it was just, it was just in its infancy then, but it was still good. You could still do it, and it was almost pretty convincing. So I went and found there's at least 10 programs out there, apps, whatever they are, that on your phone or your mobile device or whatever, what have you, you can download them, and it'll delete people in real time. So I figured that out, and I was after I covered Javier, I made a video one day, and I think it's only on the PacLives 2 channel, so you guys check that out. It might be on this one, I don't know. But it was called Javier 2077, whatever his name was, aka the Last Survivor on TikTok, proven a fraud or debunked or something like that. And right after that video came out, I shit you not, I want to thank all the viewers, because they have been throttling the channel and stuff. It got thousands of views. I think it was like one of our highest viewed videos of the year. After that video came out, I think it got 6,000 views in like a month or two, which is awesome for us now because they throttle our channel. We don't, like I said, we're lucky to get 50 people looking at our stuff. So, but I appreciate every one of you. I love you all to death. Anyways, after that, I had been covering it, really had no problems. After I came out debunking the guy on the PacLives 2 channel, he tried to get that channel. I think he struck this channel. And then later on, it was revealed that it was some kind of promo for some book. It was all a hoax. And we had called it out months before. I remember, who was that, Heel Gill or somebody, came in months after that video we had with thousands of views debunking him, or showing what I thought was proof that he was faking it. Heel Gill or someone, a user, I think at least one person, came in and they were like, "Hey man, good looking on that Javier Last Survivor thing, man. You called it." And then I was like, "What?" Because I'm not checking up on his TikTok or nothing like that. But apparently millions are, And Heel Gill or whoever it was, they were telling me that it was found out that he was just using a computer app to delete people in real time, and that's how he's making his videos. And some of the time, the people in the videos that were being deleted, which is crazy because the app, seems like they would have perfected it. But allegedly, it's just what I heard. I didn't go to his TikTok or nothing, like I said, but I heard that he would just use the best clips that looked like you couldn't tell. You couldn't see no people being pixelated or being vanished. You know what I'm saying? Like if they do a bad job of vanishing the person, you'll see pixelation or something. So he would only use the best clips. But one of the a clip that I isolated and showed the people was it looked like a person way off in the distance, and they were just like standing by the side of the road. And I showed, and I was like, Javier forgot to, or whatever program he was using, they didn't see this person. They thought it was a trash can or something. And I zoomed in and showed it, that as he's like wandering around alone in the town, there's like a person just standing there still, or what looks like a person. Anyways, it's always good to have that validation. But just like with the Donald Marshall thing, with the man, the guy from another dimension, those were not legit. They came out later. We found out, like I said, whether it was a lack of proof or a lack of any future proof being substantiated. You know what I'm saying? The window never being no. It's just like it's hard to explain, but you guys understand. Like if Bob Lazar comes out, he laid it all on the table. He was showing you how the reverse propulsion systems or whatever it was in the UFOs worked. He was showing you this and that, right? And then later on, he was naming elements that weren't even known of, and then later on they were found out. You know, so that's a form of proof right there. But when there's people who there's never been any proof to their stories, and there's no like, you know, they're not naming new elements. They're not talking, you know, showing in detail like Bob Lazar, new technologies. You know, I think like Donald Marshall mentioned mind voice or something, and there's still no proof in anything like that. So it's just there's no window. It's not like, okay, well maybe it'll come out one day. No, okay, it's just as far as we know, it's not real. But anyways, here's the video. The first video I ever covered, The Last Survivor on TikTok. Check it out, and we'll be right back. I'll be back. Love you guys.
TikTok, who is the last survivor and are they living in the year 2027?
There is some strange content on TikTok, but the account Unico Sobrev Viente, or The Last Survivor, is one of the most bizarre things users have stumbled across this year. The account is full of videos of an abandoned and empty Valencia, and is ran by a man named Javier, who claims he woke up in the year 2027 and is all alone. The user Javier takes suggestions from other TikTok commenters also, like typing in what day it is in Google, and of course the answer came back as it being the year 2027. He also left unique pendants around Spain, asking others in the area to find them, which they did successfully. Some of the people who found the pendants posted videos of it, with a bustling city in the background, unlike Javier's videos. Could Javier really be stuck in the year 2027, or is this just clever editing? Alrighty guys, what do you think? Was that video a free promotion that I gave them? Was that worth trying to take everything I've worked for? Trying to ruin my life? I don't think it was, but that's just my opinion, man. I could be skewed. You, the viewer, let me know what you think, okay? Alright, and then the last one, and like I said, I don't know if I said my spiel in the beginning of it, but if you know of any times that I was way off base or something like that, please let me know. And like I said, I try not to delete the videos unless they're reported. Like I looked for that Magbam 7 video where I was like, you know, calling him out or whatever. I couldn't find it. I guess it got deleted. I don't remember deleting it, so maybe I got reported on it and someone, it got deleted because. And then I did a live stream where I apologized to him, and I did not see that on the channel. So, all I could say is my bad. But like I said, I like to keep the original video, add on to it, and then you guys just decide. You can look at the new video and go, oh, okay, this is what PacLives is saying, and then you can go look at the old video of excuse me, of Donald Marshall in chat saying whatever or whoever, and I want you to be able to decide that. I don't want me to be, or no one to delete anything and then you have to be like, well, he's saying that this happened, but I don't know. So that's the only, if you're wondering, I'm not trying to hate on nobody or anything. I remember there was a live stream, a couple guys that I mentioned. I think I put their name in the title too, and they perceived it as just the biggest sign of disrespect. But I had went on, whether I was wrong or right, I'd went on and maybe I'd been a jerk to them, but I remember a couple people I'd apologized to because I was way off base. And that didn't suffice. They didn't care. They wanted that old video where I was saying whatever deleted, and and willing to report me. So that's cool, man. I just want to let you guys, the viewers, know that we're just out here trying to do it for you. You're what's matter. Let me know what you like, what you don't like, and I'll give you more of that. Okay. Anyways, this next video is a guy, another fake time traveler from TikTok. His name is Aesthetic Time Warper or something like that. And every one of his predictions, none of them came true. And it was kind of fascinating. I think he still has a couple million followers on TikTok. But it was just fascinating because, like, he came on the scene, when was it, 2020, 2021, something like that. And he kept saying, like, you people, some people don't believe I'm a time traveler. That's how he'd begin a lot of his videos. And then he'd be like, well, in September of this year, September 2021 or whatever it was, in September, an alien will be found. And, whatever. And then he'd be like, in November of this year, there will be two humans who get superpowers. You know what I'm saying? And the dude, it would be different if the dude was like claiming, this happens, but nobody really knows about it. It's kind of hush. The dude's like, it will be reported in the newspapers in October that two humans will get superpowers. So it's kind of hard to defend that. It's kind of hard to brush that off. Literally, if you go find this Aesthetic Time Warper on TikTok right now, you will see new current videos that are like, some of you still don't believe I'm a time traveler. And it's like, yeah, dude, your last 20 predictions, none of them came true. What are we supposed? And he's like, in October of 2022, in October 14th, just stuff right down the road. You're like, oh, and then I don't understand. I mean, maybe, I guess, I don't know. I'm not into scamming people, so I don't know. But I guess if you lie to people on TikTok, they don't care. If you lied to me and like I'm a time traveler and you claim two humans were going to get superpowers in 2021 or whatever it was, and then it never happened, I'd be like, oh yeah, that guy's story's kind of cool. Unfollow. I don't, I don't like being lied to. I'm not. Yeah, some people, I guess some people are like, oh, it's just a time waster. It's good little. Well, you obviously have way too much time on your hands. You're just sitting around looking for stuff just to waste it. Oh, this fake page. It's a good time. It's entertaining. Have a little self-respect, okay, bro? Anyways, I'm just joking around, guys. I love you. Anyways, check this out. For all we know, this dude reported me too. But this is the video I made about him. Like I said, you'll see predictions that he, in every one of his videos. Some people still don't believe it. Bless his heart for being so confident, such a confident liar. Everyone knows America loves confident liars. Anyways, check this video out I made about him, and then we'll come right back. I'm going to go see if there's any comments at the graveyard shift here at PacLives. I love you guys. We'll be right back. And if anybody comments or says anything nice, I'm going to show the ladies, this is the payoff. This is why you're here. I'm going to show you my new boxer shorts, okay? I'm going to risk being banned because I'm not going to have I'm not going to be like aroused or anything, but I've got such a monster snake that I've been told, even when I'm not aroused, it's offensive. So let's all watch me get banned after this. I love you guys, and yeah, I'm gonna make it a tradition, new tradition for all the ladies, because the ladies are the ones who donate the money the most, and they support the channel the most. I'm not gonna lie. You go break it down. It's like 90% ladies. So I'm gonna new tradition on these late night streams. If anyone wants to come out and show up, the payoff is I'm gonna show you my new underwear at the end of the stream, but you have to stay till the end, okay? And do not report me, okay? I know it's gonna look like I've got a big giant erection. I'm flaccid, okay? That's what you've got to give you wonder. You got to think, wow, how big is it when he is erect? Exactly. Don't report my channel. I love you guys. We'll be right. And we're live. I apologize for that. My bad. My bad. What had happened was. Alright, let's go look at comments. Anyone in here? Let me be clear. Anybody show up? My name's Barack Obama. My wife, people say, looks like a man. You know, that'd be funny if Barack Obama was like a stand-up comedian. He had just a real great sense of humor. And he got up and he was like, some people say my wife looks like a man. Let me be clear. My wife has the tightest P word, the tightest WAP around, okay? So when you say she looks like a man, I go and I laugh, all right? Because my big, giant black penis can barely fit inside of me. You know, if you had a good, now, you think I'm a jerk now? Okay, man, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. There, I said it. I'm sorry. And I love you. Hey, what up, Bonzo? What up, A? Nothing. I was just trying to make amends. It's not going good. Yeah, let me be clear. It's not going good. No, hey, what up, Kimmy B? How you doing, beautiful? Let me be clear, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, whoever liked the video. Yeah, I could have swore we would have got more than that. Whatever, man. It's cool, man. Anyways, thank you for being here. How you doing, Kimmy B? You got anything to say, Kimmy B? Because I'm fixing to head out. Let me be clear. I'm fixing to head out. Me and my big fat penis. Hey, Kimmy B, do ladies like penises that are like just as fat as a Coke can? That's what I always wonder, because when I get with girls, you know, it barely, they really don't fit, really. You know, you just got to force it in there. And they're always like, oh, hurry up. It hurts. Ooh, that gets me back, Kimmy B. Don't be rushing me, you know. It feels good. That's what I want to tell them, you know. But I don't tell them that because I'm a gentleman. And I go, okay, you know, give me a minute. I'm almost done, you know. Splat out. And then waters is glistening, Kimmy B. I'm sorry to be crude. That's just how it is in the earth. In the real world, that is earth. Anyways, guys, Real Talk Records. You know, we're not always right. We've got, what? At one time, we had over 2,000 live streams. Way over 1,000 videos. I think around 2,000 regular uploads. So we don't always get it right. But if you go back and look, you'll see that, excuse me, I'd say we got an 80 to 90% ratio, a batting ratio of good to bad. 80% of the time it looks like we're spot on, and even when we're spot on, you'll see in those videos I try to show humility. I say, you be the judge. What do you think? Because all I know, man, I'm not no one great or nothing. I'm just letting you guys know when I watch videos on YouTube. Who is that one guy, the wicked Christian, or some guys like that? They're real religious. When I watch those videos, I always get upset when they're like, "This is what's on. Can't you see? Don't you know?" And the sad truth is that works on like 90% of the sheeple out there. Someone yelling at you like, "Don't you get it?" That works on them. And they're like, "Okay, well, man, this guy is freaking, he knows something." But when I hear that, I get very upset and I get mad. I don't like that. Uh, I don't like that bullying into belief. So that's why we do. You'll never, if I can help it, you're never going to hear me like, "Okay, guys, so here's what's really going on." The only time I've ever even used that phrase, I think, was during the whole Donald Marshall debacle. And that was after Joanne lost her kid and her job. Okay. So, who is that? Full Time Geek, Plymouth Fury, all these people who hate me. If you could do me a big favor, could you go back, rewatch the streams? Okay. You maybe you have no compassion. I'm hoping you do have a little compassion, because if you go back and watch those streams where I'm flipping out, even the ones I flip out on Plymouth or Full Time Geek or whoever, okay, that was out of hurt. Okay, Joanne, who was not afraid of none of you, and you got to admit this was all just computer internet BS. It's not real life, dude. Full Time Geek is still rich. Okay, Plymouth Fury still lives in Canada or whatever is he going. All right. Joanne lost her kid and her job. Do you understand? So if you got any compassion in your heart, maybe you'll look past. Because, like, I think, what was it? Like months later, I was trying to apologize to Full Time Geek, to Plymouth Fury, to other people. And they're like, "Well, you remember what you said?" I know. Why do you think I'm trying to apologize? But you got to realize that's right after, at the time, my friend Joanne, okay, one of the only people, her, Patty, A. Warren, who else? There was like 10 people. We got 20,000 subscribers, and 10 of them showed up, stood up, and was had my back, okay? So forgive me. I was a little biased towards them, and I love all you guys, and I understand, you know. Patty regretted. A lot of people who stood up for me regretted it, because these people went out of their way to try to ruin lives. It just wasn't about internet beef, okay? They tried to hurt people in real life. God will judge them, okay? I'm not going to judge them. I'm going to show compassion, and I want to let, Joanne or anybody else, Patty, Plymouth Fury, Donald Moore, anybody affected, let you know I'm really sorry. I never meant for it to go that far. All right? We're all humans. We should all be on the same team, but obviously we're not. And there's nothing I can say, but, there's just a lot of regret. But we can make it right. If you really think about it, we can make it right. So, anyways, Kimmy B says, "Good. Poor darling. I know, Kimmy B, isn't that sad?" That's so sad. Yeah, I love you, Kimmy B. You're so sweet. Anyways, Bonzo says they had some sort of technology. We don't. Oh man, there's yeah. I don't know if you've seen Healing Hogs channel, but yeah, man, a lot of people have talked about it, bro. Breakaway Society, it's real. If you've seen that movie, what is it called? Elysium with Matt Damon, I believe. That's all about a breakaway society, and they did it where it looks like it's in the future, but I mean, it's crazy. I don't know how you feel about elegant plans and just like real devious behaviors and devious plans. Me and you probably do not care, and that we don't operate in that way, but you got to realize they're allegedly, they're in the movie Elysium, in the video game Halo, and other media. They're making you basically think that is what I've heard, that the space is the new frontier. Space is where we need to make colonies. Space is where we need this and that. But all the richest people know that even on Mars, allegedly, where it's the closest to our atmosphere, Mars is really hard to breathe on. It makes people feel like they have asthma who don't have asthma, allegedly. So there's no, people can say what they want, tell you whatever they want. In space we're all, but the truth is there's no place like home. There's no place that we know of like Earth. Okay, so like I was going to tell you, the elegant part of their whole plan is they're making people who aren't very bright or people who don't investigate it or look deeper. You may be thinking, because we know about disclosure, soft disclosure in movies. They're making you think, oh, the savior, we're going to make a colony in space. That's what's going to save us. But the truth is, the savior to them is they're making underground cities. If you don't know, Queen Elizabeth has miles upon miles of unknown, uncharted underground tunnels and a system, basically an underground city under England, or allegedly she had. I guess she's rest in peace to her. She passed away. I mean, I think she did. There's underground. Kim Kardashian, all right, has her neighbor did some kind of complaint on her because she's got a whole underground city under one of her houses, and she's trying to make it bigger. That is where they're going to go when the ish hits the fan. Okay, and the sad truth is, who was that? Billy Meyer. Someone talked about the technology, but allegedly they have a machine that is, takes. If you're talking about worldly money, it's immeasurable in the price that to make one of these things allegedly. But how are you going to tell Bill Gates or someone with unlimited money, Elon Musk, they can't build something? They'll do it, and they'll find a way to do it. But allegedly, whenever nuclear fallout is supposed to happen, me and you and every normal person, we're like freaking out because it's scary, right? But allegedly, there's a machine that the super rich have. Well, I mean, if you go look up, you'll see that there's traces of it online. But allegedly, there's a machine that cleans up toxic contamination in like a day, or there will be a machine like that in the future. Who knows if they have it now? But so that's allegedly what I've heard. Me and you are like, oh my goodness, nuclear war, the whole Earth's going to be ruined, destroyed. But allegedly, after it's all over, and there's like, what, a couple thousand super rich people in their underground cities, they, give word, they all pull out their machine, or whatever it is. I don't know the situation it's going to be, but somehow they're going to, make it decontaminate a lot of it. And it's, they're going to recreate from their own image. They're so rich, they think they're like gods. They think but they're not. And that's the folly of man. I remember my pops was telling me he had a mortar out in Vietnam, and he could aim it so good that he could pop off around, and it would take out a whole Viet Cong village, a whole cooch and everything. And he said he got so much power. He only used it a couple times. He never, took anyone out with it. They were empty hooches that he got. But he said after doing it a couple times, the feeling he got was like he just got an overwhelming feeling of power. Like, he was the decider. And I was telling him when he was telling me, I was like, that's the flaw of man. You give man some kind of great power, and that's the biggest problem is, you give some stupid, spoiled, rich brat this kind of technology, they're going to go, just like Healing Og and other people have talked about, they're going to go push it to the limit. They're going to go to the very end of time. They're going to do, stuff that really probably wouldn't be advised. But in my personal opinion, I mean, I think I've seen it, but I'm not going to tell you guys about anything. But let me just tell you that if you go get a homeless guy from the streets, they will be more cautious with the universe than any of these rich psychopaths. Do you understand? A homeless guy out here living on the streets would think twice before he willingly looked into one of these computers or whatever they are, and saw certain things, the destruction of man or whatever. But these rich people are they got the God complex, and they're not afraid of anything manly. So they'll go push, the trip chair, these time travel technologies, other things. They will push it to the complete max because they have no regard for me or you or anyone. They only care about this person right here. Okay? So, does that make any sense? No? Okay. Anyways, hey, what up, Lee Steele? Lee Steele says hello. Hey, what up, Jared? Jared Jaguar says PacLives. Peace. Yeah, man, much love, buddy. Thank you, bud. I appreciate all the support and the help from everybody. Anyways, Lee Steele says some women are the same. Oh, yeah, I go to TikTok, and I'll just be going to check my TikTok, and they'll be nothing but super hot chicks in their underwear. So, anyways, thank you so much for being here. Yeah, how many likes did we get? Did we get even more than one like? Yeah, let me see if I can show my underwear without. Really don't feel like getting banned, guys. Really don't feel like getting banned. I promised the ladies, though, I'd show them my underwear. Give me a second. My newest underwear, and this is going to be a nightly tradition. I got about 4 pairs of new underwear, so we'll do it at least 4 times, ladies, okay? So, okay, we got 3 likes. All right, so I think that means the ladies want to see my package. I'm just kidding. All right, guys, underwear time. I love you so much. Thank you for being here. We got babies asleep all over the place, so this is for the ladies, okay? And all the gentlemen, I love you, okay? But no offense. No homo, okay? All right, let me see. Yeah, hold on. Let me. Yeah, and you guys don't make fun of me, okay? I'm trying to be confident like Lizzo. You guys remember Lizzo? She's real confident about stuff. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to be confident. So anyways, what kind of underwear? I think I got Rugrats. Yeah, I got Reptar. Let me show you, ladies. Okay, let's hope we don't get banned off of YouTube. But there's the Reptar underwears. So hope you like that. And that was for the ladies. I love you, ladies. You know what it is. You know what it is. All right. Good night. I'll see you later. I love you. I'll see you later. More on TikTok. Follow me on TikTok. I may show my D. All right, guys. I wasn't erect, ladies. I wasn't erect. No, it's way bigger when it's erect. It'll scare you. I had this one, who was she? My wife's sister. I came out fully erect one time. I didn't know she was in the house. And she got scared. She told my wife, oh, my goodness. So it's I understand. Guys that's scary. It's scary, Jerry. I'll see you later. I love you. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? I'll keep trying to do it because I want to let everyone know that I'm doing this just for the love of it. I love the paranormal. If you like paranormal, ghost stories, cloning, UFOs, aliens, then just come join me. We'll try to have a good time. I'm definitely not trying to bring anyone down. If there's any kind of solace or redemption I can get from this stream, please comment, let me know. Okay, we're trying to make it right. We want to be cool with everyone. We can, of course. There's some people that just hate my guts seethingly. And there's really no way to stop. I can't fix that. I'm super sorry because they can feel how they want. This is America, baby. Feel how you want. You don't like me, whatever. But I feel bad because they take it out on others. They try to hurt the great mods, the great ladies, whoever. And that just, oh, man, it's so sad, guys. I love you. I'll see you later, and I'll make it up to you somehow, okay? Here in a couple days, we're going to do a giveaway. So if you're a Patreon patron, I'm going to put all the names of the patrons into a hat, and you will get first pick of the prize packages. So that may encourage a couple people to join. So I love you guys. I'll show my D pic on Patreon. How about that? Good night, ladies. Good night. I love you, ladies. Look at that arm, ladies. Look at that. Yeah, just think how thick my okay. I'm sorry. I love you guys. Good night. We'll see you later. I'm just joking around. Good night.